Good morning. We had such a good time the last few days with Jamie and Camille exploring the Daintree in their four-wheel drive, but it is really nice to be back in the van. So at the moment we're just north of Cairns at Ellis Beach, just in a very beautiful spot parked up here at the moment. Brooke's making us some brekkie. The plan for today is to go riding at Smithfield, so this was a big goal, like our first big milestone point of the trip was to get to Cairns and ride Smithfield. So my bike is actually still at the shop waiting for warranty parts to come in, and I still haven't heard anything from that, but thankfully Pete has lent me his bike, which is just, I'm so grateful for, and I honestly just can't believe that, you know, some random guy that we met on the trails has just lent me his bike while mine's getting fixed. So I will get a chance to ride Smithfield, which yeah, I'm super grateful for. But yeah, that's not too far from here, so we're gonna sit here this morning, have some brekkie, and we'll head over to Smithfield.
Rolling up over black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease, big lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me, cause she got a bad little waist. And we tearing down this place, off the liquor that we chase. Casamigos to the face, baby I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on a tight frame. All game, no shame, baby came here to play. I feel like an addict cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine.
Everyone's always really scared about the Australian animals that are out to get you. This plant is what scares me the most. So it's nicknamed the suicide plant, and it's got these little silica hairs all over the leaves. And if you brush up against it, it gives you incredible pain, and there's not really like a cure for it or anything, and it lasts months. There was a story about a lady who came off at Smithfield here and crashed into one of these, and she was in hospital for like 6+ months. Just on painkillers. Yeah, so these things absolutely terrify me. Well, Smithfield was really epic to ride. I think we did about a 20k ride in there. You ride through some really nice rainforest as well. And with that Gympie plant, or that suicide plant, I didn't really think we'd see many of those, but that place is littered with them in there. It's kind of scary. And now we're gonna go work out where we're staying tonight. So we'll see you soon. It's about 5 AM now, and we are at Walsh's Pyramid. Brooke's not super happy with me, but we're gonna try and hike up for sunrise. So hopefully we make it, because we're about 15 minutes behind where we should have been. Apparently it's a pretty intense climb, but we're gonna make a start on that now.
It does say start your walk in the morning to ensure your return home before dark.
This counts as the morning run. Well, we've made it 1k now. The sign here, someone's graffitied surrender. It's a pretty challenging walk so far, but it's not, you're not rock scrambling or anything, it's just quite steep the whole way up. Brooke wants to go back to bed.
Yep.
We're now about 2/3 of the way up, and we did go off track a little bit after the 1k marker, which was something I was a bit worried about, doing this in the dark on a track that's not particularly well marked, on a track I've never done before. There was a bit of a boulder we had to scramble up, and then everyone had obviously been going around the boulder and created a bit of a track, but we got back on track, and now we're starting to get a bit of a view, and first light is just starting to appear over the horizon there. So it's pretty nice up here. And Brooke's not particularly loving it. I think she'd rather be in bed.
I mean, it's now worth it because of the view, but when you're looking at trees, you're like, is this worth it?
We saw a sugar glider too.
Oh yeah, we did. And I saw a little gecko and a fledermaus.
It's going to be worth it. I think we're going to miss the actual sunrise at the top, but still going to be cool. Oh, it feels like we've done so much more than 2Ks. It's a relief to see that marker. Apparently this is where it gets challenging as well, or more challenging than the first 2Ks. At least we can see where we're going now though. Brooks told me just to push on ahead, but yeah, you can see behind the track isn't really a track anymore, but there's sort of just markers on trees that we're following, and we've only got about 5 minutes now until sunrise. Oh, I think I'm getting pretty close to the top now. That last push has been pretty tough, but the sun's starting to poke through trees now. It looks pretty spectacular. All right, 3Ks. You must be getting close now. It's so steep. Oh, look at that. So Walsh's Pyramid is the world's largest naturally formed pyramid. Pretty cool, and it definitely feels like climbing a pyramid. Well, we made it. How are you feeling?
Not bad. That is all. That's all I got the energy for.
I think I benchmark all the hikes that we look at doing or do against Mount Amos in Tassie, and I'd say this was like a tougher hike than that.
Just not scary.
Not like sketchy or like rock scaling, it's just like constant high gradient or very steep, just constantly for the whole hike.
2% of it was like
there was like
flat.
No flat, yeah. But it's pretty cool view up here. It's so windy. I think there's a cruise ship coming in as well.
Oh, I want to go on a cruise again. That'd be nice, just laying back. Should we go get on it?
Well, my itch for achieving something has been scratched for today at least. And we're gonna go back to the car and have a second breakfast. Although, did you have breakfast?
I had a honey crumpet, which I wouldn't recommend because it kind of made me feel sick.
I had a massive bowl of oats. But I'm gonna make a bacon and egg roll as a little treat. We just found a little blue-phased common tree snake on the track down. He's a little bit nervous of us, a little bit still there, but he's so beautiful. He's kind of just stopped and is eyeing us off a little bit. We just looked him up and he's non-venomous, so we're not too worried about him. We just spotted our second little snake on the walk back down, some sort of little whip snake or tree snake. Wasn't as friendly as the other guy, he sort of sped off into the bush, but we managed to get a couple of little clips of him.
I loved that little tree snake. He was so pretty and so sweet.
The blue one.
And very curious. Yeah, I wanted to give him a cuddle.
He was pretty chill.
But now every like leaf that moves, we're like, oh, snack or lizard. Often nothing, often just leaf. Like, lift my leg up. Can you see the shake?
Yeah.
Like, it's when you hit the like wrong point, but that's like when you're coming down and you hit that point, you're like, oh.
Good work.
Good night. Home, sweet home. So dramatic, but that was tough.
I often feel really guilty when we're not constantly doing something, but not today. Coffee and Tim Tam, got my book. You probably are stoked that I'm chilling.
After that, I just want to do nothing.
Yeah. Pretty keen to just laze the afternoon away today.
Happy Monday. Good morning. It is Julius's birthday. Happy birthday, Julius.
Thank you.
We just had brekkie and now we're going to head to Babinda Boulders to check out that beautiful place there. And then we are going to a little hip camp that I booked because we want to make a cake on the fire. So we want to have a fire, and I think there's some really friendly horses there too. So that's going to be cool. We brought some carrots.
I hope we get to see the horses.
Hopefully we get to see the horses, feed them some carrots. And yeah, just kind of chill out, have some cheese and wine. I'm not going to have wine because I have the palate of a 12-year-old. I'm a child. But Julius is really keen to crack open a bottle of wine. Just have a really chill day. Oh, there's a bush turkey.
We just came to the main swimming area at the Binda Boulders, and within like 2 minutes we saw a pair of turtles just swimming around, cruising, having a good time. And another little cormorant as well. Now we're going to go down to the Devil's Pool Lookout.
So we have now arrived at our hip camp for the night, and Julius is just setting up the fire. So that is going to get going very soon, and then we're going to be able to make our cake on the fire, which I'm pretty excited for. But the owner here, Chris, of this hip camp is so lovely. He just came down, and I did mention it was Julius's birthday in the booking when I asked you to write a description, and he just brought down some wine, some fresh eggs from the chickens, some limes, and even some honeycomb, which is super lovely. And
He also brought us a massive pile of firewood too.
oh yeah,
He's an absolute legend.
and a massive pile of firewood. So yeah, absolute legend. And it's such a beautiful like property here. You know, on this side there's kind of some fruit trees and bits and pieces, a bit of a hobby farm here, but then right through there is just some epic rainforest. Like, it is so dense and green, and they've even had a cassowary nearby recently, so who knows, could even see a cassowary.
Alright, it's been a few hours and we haven't seen any horses, so I've got some wine, not for the horses, but we've got carrots. I'm gonna go find some horses. We're going on a horse mish.
Horse hunt, no.
No, hunting horses. Look at this dude. Yum. That good carrot. We're over the back campsite, by the way. You can come visit anytime. Back to our camp. Come with me, little horse. No, you had some. Yeah. You want some wine? Side-eyeing. We were just sitting around the campfire and I could hear rustling in the trees. So I walked into the bush trying to find it, and then I kind of got disappointed and I was like, who am I kidding? I'm not going to walk 10 meters into the jungle and just find some sort of animal. So I came back out, could still hear it, so we went back in, and then we ended up finding this little possum, a striped possum. And then we came back out, there was another one in another tree. It's just like literally 10 meters from our camp. So cool. What do we have here?
We made a cake.
I
made a cake, and it's now 10 o'clock, so we're going to see if it is ready. And I'll do it erratic. Oh,
Pretty erratic. Oh!
that looks... that's done.
You've done well.
Nah, you're coming home with me.
We need a cup of tea.
Oh, yeah. Was it?
Do we hit it with the jetpack? You have a candle for me? Look at that. That's unreal. Out of the camp oven. Well done.
Not bad.
That's good. Good morning, it's a new day here. We didn't do much yesterday, we just sort of sat around the fire and I read a book and just sort of relaxed and enjoyed the space here. So first order of business today though, as you can see my hair's kind of grown. I haven't had it cut since way before we left. We put it up on a poll yesterday, what sort of cut to do, and a mullet was way out in front, so that's what we're gonna do now.
I have no idea what I'm doing, so I think this is going to turn out well.
Yeah, so we've got two problems. Firstly, Brooke's not a hairdresser.
Nope.
Secondly, we don't have the proper equipment.
Nope.
I've got my beard trimmer and some household scissors, I suppose, if we need those.
Oh yeah, we do have those. No thinning scissors, no combs, no clips to divide the hair. Should be good.
I'm not expecting this to go well. I'm not paying if this doesn't work out.
You're not paying anyway. Okay.
Just sending it.
That's a lot of hair.
They're turning back now. I'm already worried.
Perfect.
Nice.
Not quite what I was going for.
Looks chaotic from what I can see.
Mullets aren't meant to be like good, are they?
Nah.
I'm working in the railroad. I'm hungry.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, it's shorter than this side, so
Yeah.
it's like, it's a haircut. Is that even? Look at me.
Look at me.
Look at me.
This is the most chaotic, like looking, like wielding of this machine that I've ever seen.
Oh, okay.
Do you need the shorter ones now?
I don't know what I need.
Look at that. Look at that tail.
Yeah, nice. Oh, perfect, mate. Oops, sorry.
I thought I told you to trim those sideburns.
I thought I told you to trim those sideburns.
We're doing yours next.
Yeah, why not? If any hairdressers are watching this, it's just like, don't. Haha, mullet boy.
What do we reckon? Pretty sharp.
Yeah, I reckon it looks better than what you had. Which is
Not
bad.
so much.
That'll do ya. Let's figure out where we're going next, eh? Buy the bot.
Butter.
We have to let it rest maybe while and then we can tea.
Swimming area at Babind Bowlers.
Bowlers.
We just spotted our second little snake of the walk. All right, I can't even speak now. All right, it's been a few out. Anyway, see you tomorrow.